is up, everybody? It's your girl Juju the Master Manifester, and I am back with another video. So today I have a very special video for you guys. I have already did the part 1 to this, but this is going to be a more detailed video of how to write a petition. Okay, so not only any petition, a successful petition. Okay, so this is a little mini cauldron that I have that I like to put my petitions in, and I sit it on my altar. So this is the petition. Now I also have money in here. So I mean, you can also add little curios, and you can add like golden dollars, ancestor money. I have a golden dollar here. You can purchase these on my website at www.mastermanifester888.com. And I actually have different variations of the gold dollar, of the golden dollars. I have this in $1 bill, $2 bill, $5 bill, $10 bill. I have it in 20, 50, and 100. So that's the denominations that it comes in. And I have in here a lucky $2 bill. I don't play when it comes to my symbolism, and when it comes to my offerings. Like I put intention into it. And I'm also going to show you guys, this is, even though this is kind of personal, this is actually the first dollar I used to do my first spell. And if you can see here, I wrote around the dollar. So I'm actually going to share with you guys what I actually wrote on the dollar. I didn't plan on doing all of this, but I'm like, might as well. So on this dollar, this is where I actually did my first spell. And I'm going to be real, I was scared as shit. I was actually moving from the townhome that I was staying in when I first moved to Houston to a new place. And so I was nervous. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I just was all over the place. And so at the same time, I knew I had to ground my energy, and I had to be calm, you know, because you cannot put anxious and anxiety and worry, and you can't put that lack mindset into, you know, your spell work, or when you're doing petitions, or when you're doing, you know, requests, or you're commanding your spirit team to do something. You have to have a sense of, this is going to work, period. Like, it has no other option but to work. So always going to your work knowing. You always have to know. You always have to know, because it's like, if you're not going to be confident and you don't feel you even deserve it to begin with, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay. So without further ado, I'm about to get straight into this video. Wow, it goes with that water down. I literally, at the beginning of the week, I put water in here, and look at this. And you can even see the marks. Like, they don't play. So I'm going to have to fill them up some more water. And this is just a little bit of water I like to sit in my window for them. And you guys will start to learn too, when you're leaving these offerings for your ancestors and your guides. At first, you will want to try to rationalize, like, okay, maybe the water evaporated, or maybe it just absorbed from, you know, being in a dark space, or just, we come up with all types of shit. No, they're drinking it. And you will see, in a way that you will know that they're drinking it, is you will see bubbles. Either you'll see bubbles, or you'll see like marks around it. Okay, but you do want to make sure in between you changing your water, you're cleaning out your glasses as well. Okay, because you don't just drink from dirty dishes, and you don't eat from dirty dishes. So just be mindful of them and try to keep them in mind always. Okay, so without further ado, I'm about to just show you guys how to do a successful petition. Okay, so unfold this. And I'm also going to be showing you guys a few books that you can use to help you with your petitions, which I will be doing some videos teaching out of these books, just from stuff that I've actually done from my own experience. Okay, this is my petition. So what you're not going to do is play with me and tell me that you done wrote your petition, and you wrote it on a little. This be your petition. This be your petition. Be one sentence. I'm gonna need you to put some effort into it. Like, fuck, y'all don't even try. Put effort into it. That's how you're gonna get something out of it. You gotta put effort into it, okay? So you can actually purchase this petition paper from my website. I actually sell it like this. So this would be 2 sheets, because I just have 2 sheets together, but yours will most likely come cut, okay? So Hold on. Just a second. Um, okay. So what I like to do on my petitions, and if you haven't seen my first petition video, stop this video and go watch it, okay? Because I give you all the foundational things that you need to know in writing a petition, but this is going to be like the detailed version of this. It's not going to be too long, but I am going to show you. I'm not going to show you everything that I wrote on my petition, because you should never just show people exactly what you're asking for until it has manifested, okay? I don't give a fuck who it is. Try to keep your manifestations to yourself. Not like you think a person will be malicious, but you just want to preserve your energy. You want to preserve, you know, what's between you and your spirit team. You don't need to be telling your best friend and everybody every time Dick and Harry about what you've done and asked for. Now I can see if it's like you're sharing with somebody on how you did it, or you want to get help or assistance on how to tailor it. That's different. But when you're just, ooh, look what I done wrote, look what I'm finna get. Yeah, you might want to chill out. So, what I like to do, I start at the top. Dear God, my positive ancestors. And so I name out all of the ancestors that I'm calling on, okay? Now, you can do ancestors that you knew or you didn't know, okay? Now, sometimes your ancestors will tell you their names, and they will tell you this, you know, as you grow spiritually. They will make their presence known, okay? And they will come to you and they will tell you everything that it is you need to know about them in their story, okay? So, I've named my ancestor unknown, that he came to me, and so I know he does want to work with me or whatever. So I've been working with him for a while now, and so I named him. I named my daddy, my pops, my granny, my great granny, and so I just name people that their energy, I know how their energy was. Okay, now if you, a lot of people don't know their ancestors, and so you can just write to my positive ancestors, both known and unknown. The positive is the key part, okay, because you want to know who you're calling out to. You don't want it to be any confusion about who you're calling upon, because you're invoking a spirit. That's what you're doing. You're invoking a spirit when you're doing this spiritual work, okay? And if that scares you, then this is not for you. But to me, it's nothing evil about it, because at the end of the day, why worship somebody you don't even know? You know, why not? And when you honor your ancestors, you honor them. You don't worship them, okay? So it's a difference. But you can call upon them, especially the ones who actually have success. Like, that's why I'm calling on one of my ancestors, the one that made himself known to me, because he's actually a famous musician. And so he was famous, like worldwide, internationally known. And so of course I'm gonna call upon him, because this petition, what I'm asking for, it is, of course, like we always want to be doing like prosperity work, but of course I'm asking for specific things in terms of my money, my stability, my foundation, okay, my legacy. And so that is why my petition is long like this. Okay, so at the top you just put dear, and you have your ancestors. And I said, I first would like to thank you for the stability, the blank, the blank, the blank, and the consistent growth of my business, Master Manifestor 888 LLC. So I said, continue blessing me, my business, and my blank career, as I always elevate and succeed in all of my endeavors. Okay, so I am in graduate school, so of course, it's like if you're in school, you want to make sure you're doing things to keep you interested in what you're studying and keep you focused on what you're learning, and not, basically get you burnt out. So, of course, that's what I mentioned here. I wanted to make sure that I'm doing things that I'm passionate about and things that are for me, things that I'm in alignment with. So, that's what I was saying. And so I said, I call upon you and I command you to assist me in the blank, blank, blank. Okay. You don't have to word it like this. This is just how I do it. Okay. And keep in mind, when you're feeding your ancestors and you're taking care of them, you're leaving them water, you're always honoring them, and you're doing everything with them in mind. I'm not saying they owe you, but that's their job. That's what they want to do. You just have to make sure you're honoring them. Okay. Um, so I wrote out everything that I asked for. This is what this middle part is. And then now, I'm going to show you guys something that you can do, which is called the marked money petition. Okay, so you should be drawing this on the back side of all of your petitions. All right, so I'm going to turn my lamp on because this you guys can actually see. But I'm going to cover my name up. Okay, but this is what it looks like. Okay, so in the middle, you're going to have your first name. Okay, you're going to write this 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now, you're going to write this 8 times. You're going to write your name, money in the middle. So as if it's your middle name, your first name, money, last name. Okay, you're going to write that 8 times. Then you're going to put bring me money in every way. Okay, now if it's something specific that you're asking for, like let's say you want to ask for to have success in your academic career. Bring me success in my academics. But yeah, you can say that. Bring me success in my academics. Okay. Then you're gonna write it here, and then you're gonna write it here. Okay, on the bottom of where you did your name. Okay. Then this is the part that you really want to focus on. Okay. This is the marked money sigil. So let me go ahead and just try to show it in the book. I would say screenshot this because I doubt I put a picture in here. Let's see if I can find it. I don't even think I have the book sitting here with me. Oh no, it's right here. Okay. Because I would rather show you guys this than show you my actual petition with all of my information on here. Even though I'm really not tripping like that. I want you guys to get the full stuff of it as well. I protect my energy that much. Like I don't care about y'all knowing my name or nothing like that. But in terms of your energy and your manifestations and what you're wanting. Now, I am going to go into details about the actual scriptures that I use. Okay. That is what I really want to show you guys. And the actual sigils that I drew on here. That's what I really want to show you guys. That's the emphasis. As well as the marked money. Because that is what's going to really do it. Okay. This is you claiming. This is you affirming. This is you basically commanding your stability, your longevity in your career path. And this is anybody can do this, okay? Anybody can do this. I can read this to y'all in a second as well. This is what is a petition. It goes into detail about what a petition is. Y'all will also learn, I'll be teaching y'all different ways to use I'll say calligraphy and just like using words, making them into patterns and basically changing the direction of the words. Like I told y'all in the last video, spirit loves when you get creative, when you use your own creativity. Like it doesn't have to be in this format. It could be in any format. Just you want to make it creative. Like I said, if you do like poetry, if you do like a chant or something like that, like they love that. They love it. Okay, found it. The success sigil or marked money. This is it right here. So as you can see, you have what's in the middle, like I showed y'all. Then you have in each corner, each four corner is the actual success thing, the success sigil. So it's going to be SS. I'm trying to show y'all in the direction that it is. Let me read it off in the direction. Okay, look at this one. You have SS, SS, then you have SSSS, 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 and then in the middle you have CCCC. So you have 4 C's, and you're gonna draw a line through them. So it's a money sign and it's a cent sign, okay? But that's gonna be the same in all 4 corners. Okay? Don't let that go over your head. It's not complicated, I promise you. Just sit down and actually write on a notebook what you're going to be writing down, okay? And like I said, it's called the success sigil. It's a special cryptic way of writing the word success. Try it out on paper before you do it on your money. Write success. Then write it again without the vowels because we're only going to work with the consonants. Okay, so when you're creating your own sigils. This is how you're going to do it, okay? And I was going to actually do a video on it, but this is going to explain it. So when you write your sigils, you start out writing a sentence that you're affirming. So you could be buying a new house, you could be wanting a child, it could be anything, but you're going to write out a specific word or phrase. Then you're going to take out the vowels, okay? And then I'm going to just read the rest of this. But that is how you form a sigil, and that's how you turn something like a word into something like this that basically represents something specific. So this sign here, and it's more powerful when you create your own sigils. But these here, you can find these like on Pinterest. So this one is for success. This one is for money. This one, I believe, I didn't write the name of it, but I believe that this is the one for attracting a career that you are passionate about that is high paying. So you really want to get in your bag when you're researching these sigils and stuff. Like, you want it to be very intentional with what you're manifesting, okay? I keep telling y'all, don't keep expecting somebody to tell y'all everything. It's okay to research some stuff, but I know that y'all need direction on how to put it together. So that's what this video is about. But I'm not gonna baby you guys in terms of, oh, will you draw the money sign this many times? Look at this. Like I said, you got 4 S's to the top, to the left, to the right, and on the bottom. And then in the middle, you have the 4 C's. And then you have bring me money every day. Bring me money in every way. So right here in this book, it doesn't have it, but underneath, put without anyone getting hurt or me committing a crime. Without me or anyone getting hurt or me or anyone committing a crime. You say something like that, but put it under here. And you can also keep the wording that they had, or you can change it to make it work for you, okay? But like I said, you start with the word success. You remove the consonants. You add an S to the front of the word so that the whole thing is symmetrical, reading the same from front to back, from back to front, which is called palindrome, okay? So it's a symmetrical palindrome. So that is one way that they have done it, okay? You can do more research on that if you want to, because like I said, think of this like an art form, okay? Think of like the old letters that they used to write in old English, or how they used to do like the spells and stuff. They would write it basically like this. But I actually use calligraphy pens. So I would show you what it looks like when I use my calligraphy pen. Now, I'm no artist, but I do like how it looks. It just looks more old English to me. You see like the green? And then you see it up top. Now it bled through, so you can see kind of what I got on the back. I didn't use calligraphy on the red, but here in this green, that's calligraphy, and on the bottom. So you can see how that looks like. That looks really pretty. I used it here too. So you see how that looks? So, like I said, think of this like an art form. So you want to make it how you want it to look. So you start with the word success, you remove the consonants, you add an S to the front of the word, excuse me, so that it's symmetrical. So if you can see here, you have SCCSS after you remove the vowels. So you see our 2 S's here. You want to add another S to make this symmetrical. You see? And I know this is backwards most likely, but that's all you're doing. Just adding an extra S to make it symmetrical. And like I said, that's called a symmetrical palindrome. So then draw a line through each S to change it into a dollar sign. And then draw a line through each C to change it to a cent sign. This is the success sigil. So you have SSCCSS. So now that you know how to do it, take out every bill in your wallet. Place the success sigil diagonally in every corner on each of the bills. Underneath the name of the U.S. Treasurer, write your own full name. Sprinkle the bills with money drawing sachet powder. I have some of that actually. So I could do this if I wanted to. So this is just a way that this is like a little ritual you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and read the rest to y'all so y'all can do this. But for the sake of the petition, all you need is this, okay? And like I said, they didn't do this, but on the back side, I actually wrote the actual petition. So let's say you want to pass a nursing exam. You would put first name, in the middle you put nurse, and then last name, okay? So you also draw this sigil, this here, like you know how it's in each corner. You also draw it over what's in the middle, okay? I didn't do mine like that this time, but I mean, it doesn't make a difference. This is powerful. Like, I put plenty on here. So, using the money satchel powder, drag your fingernails down them in the wavy snake. Oh, with wavy snake lines, then shake the powder off. Dust the corners of each bill with a drop of money drawing oil, Hoyt's cologne, or whiskey as you say the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Put the dressed money back in your wallet. You can also write the success sigil in the form of a cross and use 5 of the crosses on a money drawing petition. See, that's what I did. So, use 5 of these crosses as a money drawing petition. As Henry Butchie, a graduate of my Hoodoo Root Work correspondence course, did above. His text is bring money every day, bring money in every way. Okay? So, yeah, that's how you do that. That's how you do the success sigil or marked money. So that's probably what I will call this video. Um, okay, so now let me go ahead and get into the scriptures. So this is where I'm going to recommend my first book, which is Hoodoo Bible Magic by Charles Porterfield, Professor Charles Porterfield, and Miss Michelet. Okay, then you have the Power of the Psalms. 375 ways to use the Psalms for love, power, revenge, success, blessings, prosperity, and protection. Okay, which this is a purpose, rituals, and prayer book. Okay, so you can be Christian, you can practice hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria. I mean, you can do you can literally be Wiccan and do this. Like, it does not matter. This is, I feel like this can be done by anybody. Like, this can be done by anybody. Of course, this is synonymous to hoodoo, okay? Of course, we want to honor the ancestors that went through this, and the ancestors that actually use this as a means of survival. So now we're not fighting for our survival like that anymore, like they were. So this spiritual practice came out of a need, okay? A need of protection from the police, from racism, from segregation, from slavery. Like, this practice was birthed out of a need. So we really need to pay respects to it, okay? So, like, this is a sacred thing, but at the same time, far as petitions and using scriptures, like the Bible is a book of spells, okay? So you use it, everybody uses the Bible in their own way, but this is how you use it to your benefit. This is how you're supposed to use it. This is how you're supposed to use it, okay? Not to be judging nobody else or to be trying to tell somebody else what they need to be doing when you're probably doing the same thing or worse, okay? So that's not what the Bible is for, okay? Anyways, so I'm not going to read out of this book, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So you have during a storm, it tells you how to exorcise demons. So like during an exorcism, you say this scripture, to acquire tolerance, to escape scandal when in distress, when lonely, compassion for those who transgress, to destroy envy, quiet tongues of those who gossip. Okay, so these are the ones that I use. Oh, and let me show y'all Hoodoo Bible Magic before I. Okay, I like this one because it's like at the beginning, you see, it tells like which books in the Bible have certain magical traditions and magical powers. So certain books that actually work for certain conditions. Okay, so it talks about grimoires and all of that. Okay, I was gonna go into details about it, but no, it just breaks it down by Elijah, Miriam, Solomon. So it really goes into details. Jesus, the master of magic. Okay. So I did not want to drag this. But it's okay. I got y'all because I know y'all need to know this. People don't know you can use the Bible to manifest. That's what it's for. Duh. Like, okay. So the first scripture I used. Keep in mind, I did this for a career. Okay. Success. Okay. So Luke 11:9. And I say unto you, ask and you shall be given. Oh, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and ye shall find. Sorry, I wrote over it. So knock and it shall be opened unto you. Okay, so that's the first one I did. Luke 11:9. Then I did Proverbs 16:3. Okay, so somebody actually asked me Do I have to write the scripture out? Y'all don't want to do nothing. This how much work y'all want to do. Yes, you have to write the scripture out. Stop. Y'all be killing me, man. Okay. But be want something. Be want some money. Be wanting to pass a test that's going to change your career. But be asking stuff like that. Yes. Stop taking shortcuts. Sorry, I didn't mean to get mad. But like, stop thinking everything is just, just because y'all be thinking y'all magical, but really y'all don't be that magical starting out. You got to build up that spiritual strength, okay? And we're all growing, but at the same time, like, you gotta humble yourself. You gotta humble yourself. Of course, you want to be confident, when you're going to these spirits, but at the same time, you need to humble yourself. Because if you could do it alone, it would have already been done. Everybody would be successful. Everybody would have it. But you gotta believe in yourself, but you also have to humble yourself. This is a process. This is a journey. If you're gonna half-ass it, then why do it? That's what I mean by honoring this practice. Do it the right way. Stop getting into stuff. And MLD actually taught me this. I love Magical Lady Duchess. Y'all go check out her channel. But she taught me this. Don't think that somebody owe you something. Like, you gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work. And you gotta quit blaming everybody and making everybody responsible for your shit. You gotta own up to that so you can heal. Because them people that went on. So Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy worries unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. Grant me this. Okay, so say what you want. Oh no, I changed it to what I wanted it. So you could say, grant me this career advancement. I pray, oh Lord, I have paid the price through my misfortunes. Okay, that's a good one, right? Like, I paid the price. I paid the price. Okay, so the next one is First Chronicles 4:10. And Jabez, sorry, I wrote in cursive, so I'm over here struggling to read this shit. Okay. And Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, Thou would bless me indeed, and enlarge my coast, and that thine hand may be with me, that thou would keep me from evil, that it may not grieve me. And God granted him that which requested. Come on now. Come on now. And I know I struggled through reading it, so y'all it's First Chronicles 4:10. So just go, you can go on Google, you can go get a Bible. Get a Bible. This is why. Get the King James Version. Get a Bible. And that way you can go straight to the Bible. I have one, but it's not the King James Version. So I really don't use it much. But you can just look this up on Google and write it. Like, where there's a will, there is a way. Okay? So First Chronicles 4:10. But isn't that good? So that one is actually for, basically, that scripture is for thanking God in advance. That's what it was called. Like, thanking God in advance. Thanking God for a successful victory. I think that's what it said. So yeah, I thought that would be doing, because when you're asking, it's almost like you're commanding, because it's like these spirits really work fast. I swear. I literally woke up this morning and let's just say I got some money. And it wasn't no little amount of money. And I was like, damn. I was like, damn, like, and so I thought that was really amazing. Why sit up and be anxious and be worried and be all of that, like trying to figure out my career, trying to figure out how I'm gonna pass this test, trying to figure out how I'm gonna. You need to write it. How else do you expect your spirit team to know, and the universe to know, and God and the divine to know? Because when y'all pray, y'all be begging, and that's not the energy, that's not the frequency. So you want to ask, like that scripture said. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. And it shall be opened unto you. That's Luke 11:9. So, like I said, you want to ask, you want to look, and you want to make sure that you're accepting the help. You're asking for the help. Okay? Y'all be want to ask this nigga y'all been fucking that ain't never gave you no money, ain't never did nothing for you. That's where y'all strength come from. But y'all won't get in y'all magic and stay in y'all magic. MLD taught me that too. That's why I love her. Okay. So moving on. Job 20:18. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall vomit them up. Okay, I was sleepy because I wrote this wrong. Okay, he hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. So, okay, I didn't write that wrong. So he has swallowed them. He has swallowed. Y'all, I'm struggling. Okay, he hath swallowed down riches. He shall vomit them up again. God shall vomit them up and cast them out of his belly. So it's almost like you're. I'm thinking of that like an offering, low key. It was like you take some and spit it up. You take some and spit it up. I went on a tangent with that one. Sorry, y'all. But I'm just thinking prospectively. I'm trying to think of like what the scripture is really saying. But that's cool. It's kind of like God is going to cast it up. So you give it to him, let him take it on, and he is going to handle it. Same thing like your spirit team. Give it to them and they will make it happen. Okay? That's kind of what I get from that. So, let's see, is there anything else? Again, the sigils that I use. You want to go on Pinterest. They have some really good ones. This is the ones I did. So Mote It Be. And I put I love you guys. I do love my ancestors. These are some powerful sigils. Very, very powerful sigils. Here's one. Okay. So that was my petition video, part 2. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to book a personal reading or purchase any spiritual tools, any crystals, any sage, any incense, I have all types of stuff. Luxury spiritual baths. Let me show you guys. What you can also do as well, like here's a citrine cluster. I sell these on my website as well. Ooh, and they're very fragile. See, like pieces are breaking off. But this is such a beautiful stone. This is not one that you would carry around. I just have this in my work area. But this is something that you could actually. Why was I going to close out the video and I didn't even finish telling y'all what I needed to tell y'all? Okay, sorry about that. I'm going on a tangent. All I was going to say is once we fold this up, we're going to sit this crystal on top. And then we're going to put the lid back on it and sit it back on the altar, okay? You could also sit this in your windowsill. Like you see, like I have stuff in my windowsill. So when you finish this petition, now this one I'm not going to burn. But usually I would say, and I'm going to tell you guys to burn it, okay? So, but before you burn it, what you want to do is fold it towards you and turn it clockwise, okay? You know, the clock turns this way. So we're going to turn it this way, fold it toward us clockwise. Fold it toward us clockwise. Fold it toward us, okay? So, did I forget some scriptures? Yeah, I forgot some scriptures. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to do this fast. Proverbs 13:4. The soul of a lazy man desires and has nothing. The soul of the diligent shall be made rich. That's amazing. That's powerful. So, Proverbs 13:4. Keep that in mind. Proverbs 13:4. Then Psalms 31. In thee, O Lord, I do put my trust. Let me never be ashamed. Deliver me in thine righteousness. Okay? Let me never be ashamed. Let me never be ashamed to be prosperous. Let me never be afraid to have money. Let me never be afraid to be happy. Let me never be afraid to be love, to be light, to be who I'm truly meant to be. Let me never be ashamed, okay? Let me never be ashamed. Okay? That is so powerful. Then you got Psalms 142. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and my voice unto the Lord. Did I make my supplication? Look this up so y'all can spell that right. But I wrote it in cursive, and I could barely pronounce it when I had wrote it. So look that up. I poured out my complaint before him. I showed before him my trouble. See? It's like you're going before him and you are requesting. Okay? What's another sigil here? Upside down. No, it's not. Look these up. Make them specific to what you're doing. But that's what that looks like. Okay. So, like I said, you want to fold it. Oh, here's some more. I am tripping. I got so much stuff wrote on here. I might have already showed you. So, I just want to be sure to show you. Sigils are really not hard to write. I mean, it might look hard, but, and this is what I tell y'all too with the card. Make everything your own. Take it one step at a time. Like with sigils, you just want to take it one line at a time. Same thing with your oracle cards. Take it one line at a time. You could sketch it out with a pencil and then draw over with a permanent marker, okay? Don't put so much pressure on the artwork. Just make it juicy. Make it meaty. Don't be too specific, but don't be not specific enough. Like I included how much money I want to make yearly in all of that, okay? And don't be afraid to ask for more. Don't be afraid to ask for more because sometimes y'all don't be asking for enough, and that's why it don't be happening because it's not enough. Like real shit, okay? So something I would do, which is how I had it at first. I place it in my cauldron, okay? So it's like this. And I place this dollar. Like I said, this is the dollar I used to do my first magical spell. And I actually let the candle wax. You can still see candle wax on it. It's actually falling everywhere on my laptop. But I took this dollar and I kept this dollar with me because I said this dollar I'm never gonna spend, okay? And so I wrote on here, prosperity and abundance is my birthright. Money, you flow easily to me. You want me because I'm better and smarter when I have you. Then I wrote my initials and I wrote my birthday. Then low key marked money right here. This is basically what you're doing. Okay, I said intention. Money is in my hand and in my bank account. I have more than I can spend. And so it is. See that? That is amazing. I'm so proud of myself just for my growth and my journey and never doubting my spirit team. Okay, so I have the dollar right here. Now I'm going to sit this citrine in here. Honestly, might not leave that in there because I have another citrine right here. Y'all shop my website for these beautiful raw citrine pieces. Most of the stones that I keep are raw cut because it's just, they are way more powerful, like in my opinion. They are just, like fresh off the earth, not heat treated. And there's nothing wrong with heat treated stones. Like this is a heat treated stone here. This peacock's ore, chalcopyrite. Very powerful stone. Good for manifestation. So this one is color treated, but it's still powerful. This is the same stone. I like it because it reminds me of journeys, obstacles. Like it reminds me of the Fool card. Because if you see, it's like a skyline. I love this stone. Anytime you get a crystal, look at this. Don't this look like a city view? Don't they look like a city skyline view? Just the gray. And they look like a galaxy. Let's see. Yeah, you see a little bit. You get crystals, you really want to observe it. Ask it, what do I need to know from working with you? What do you want me to know? What lesson do you have for me? And that way you set that intention like, we're in this so I can learn something. We're on a journey. We're on a new adventure. Each crystal has its own property, so you want to make sure you're connecting with that crystal. Real shit. So, sorry if this falls off because I literally just got this everywhere. Beautiful aragonite piece. I don't sell these yet, but I am going to get some raw cuts in my store. My best friend actually gifted this to me. She's an Aquarius, but this stone is way better for Pisces. And she was just like, I am not feeling this stone. Like, she was like, I'm going to send it to you because I have a feeling it's going to work. When I tell you I've had this stone since 2019, like, this is my baby. And I feel like I love it because of the texture. Like, this stone is powerful as fuck. I love it. But I'm not going to ramble on too much about stones. But if you guys would like to look up some of the properties of these crystals, please go to my website at www.mastermanifestor888.com. And you will actually go under my products. You can actually type from the homepage. Click from the homepage, crystals on the crystals tab. Fire quartz. But you can actually go there, and under each product description, you will see the full description of each stone, okay? Which zodiac sign it works for, which chakras it works for, all of that, okay? But with this particular petition here, I'm just going to use this citrine piece. Let's see if I have a pyrite up here. I know I have a pyrite up here. Feather. So I have this feather. I'm going to put that in there. This is another petition that I wrote. Quit playing with y'all spirit team and really do y'all motherfucking work. Okay, so I have a little piece of pyrite in here, so I put that in there. Okay, so with that being said, this is my petition video. If you guys would like to book a reading, purchase crystals, purchase petition paper, if you would like to just learn more information about spirituality, feel free to follow my Instagram page, my Facebook page. I have all of that information down in the description. But yeah, so this is, I keep saying it, this is my petition video. But yeah, you guys, this is just how I did it. You can actually, which I prefer, like I said, I prefer you guys to burn it, because when you burn it, you forget about it. It's released into the universe. You're actually adding the element of fire. With that being said, you can also burn some dragon blood sage. You can burn dragon's blood resin, cinnamon. Just use herbs that are going to draw in that fire potency, that quickness, that speed, that prosperity. Okay, so that's what you want to do. And when you burn it, what you would do, so you would have like something like a golden dollar. You would adjust your candle. You would sit your candle on here. And basically, this is if you're doing spell work. This is not just, you don't have to do this. But you can also use, I sell the little chime candles, the spell candles on my website. And they're pretty small. Let me see if I have any around. I don't think I have any. But they're pretty small. So you would just sit it here and let it burn completely on there. Like I did with this dollar bill, okay? But yeah, so that's how you would bring that petition into full. So you would actually burn the candle down, and then if you use like I said, your petition would go underneath, and then after you finish the candle, you burn the petition, so it's done. And that is how you do a successful petition, okay? But make it your own. You see how, like, I'm putting this on my altar because I want this to be here. I want it to be festering up. You see, I have it in a dark space. It's just brewing. It's brewing. And this is something that's continuous. Like, we should always be doing our money, self-love, prosperity work. Our road opener work, that's very important. Releasals, not releasals, yeah, we should be doing releasal work as well. Watching those full moon cycles, making sure you're working with the moon, working with those moon cycles, with the specific energy of the moon cycle. Like, it's certain things you don't do on a full moon. It's certain things that you don't do on just different cycles. It's certain things that you don't do. You just want to do more research and study before you start getting into other shit that's not important. You know, the focus needs to be your self-love, your road opener, your reversal. That's what I was trying to say. Your reversal work. Let me show you guys a reversal candle. The double reversible candle here. Okay. So yeah. Do your work. For real. Do your work. Don't get into this journey for a guy or finding a partner. Like, that's good too. But do this for you. Do something for you for once. Do something for you. Okay. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please go check out my website at www.mastermanifestor888. This is Juju, and I am out.